Do you use Microsoft Teams? Well, there is one big mistake that I see businesses making time and time again when it comes to Microsoft Teams, and that is, find out in today's video. Now, we work with businesses all over the world, helping them get the best out of their Microsoft 365. Now, when it comes to Microsoft Teams, we always see businesses making one mistake, time and time again. And that mistake is, drumroll please, they use Teams chat and group chat instead of Teams and channels. So that begs the question, in your business, when should you be using chat and group chat, and when should you be using Teams and channels? Well, let's start looking at what chat actually is. Within Teams, you'll find chat at the top of the left-hand navigation. Chat is usually a one-to-one communication with someone else in your business or someone external. Now, the chat function is pretty feature-rich. You can send messages, you can upload files, you can insert tables, you can do a whole lot of things. Plus, you can turn a chat into a group chat, so you can add other people into that chat. You can actually add up to 250 people in a group chat. Now, that is a big chat. But the problem for me is if you're just going to be using Microsoft Teams as a chat function, how does it make Teams different from something like WhatsApp? Now, don't get me wrong, I think a chat function in a business can be quite useful. I might want to ask my colleague if he fancies a cup of coffee, or what time he's going for lunch, that kind of thing. But when it comes to chat, they can get pretty noisy pretty quickly. Having a big group chat is like having lots of people in a room all talking at the same time. It's just too much. That's why I think that businesses should be embracing creating teams and channels rather than using chats and group chats. So with that in mind, what advantages do teams and channels have over chat? By using teams and channels, your business collaboration goes up a few gears. You can create your teams and channels to match your business structure. For example, you could have a finance team, and all the people in finance are part of that team. And what's more, all the communication and collaboration about finance is restricted to that team. It's all nice and neat. Plus, the best advantage that Teams and Channels has over chat is the conversation feature. Someone could start a conversation in a particular channel about a certain project or a certain client, and then other people can reply to that conversation. They can join in that conversation if they choose to. At the same time, someone else can start a conversation about something else, and it's up to you whether you join in that conversation. Teams and Channels conversations has none of the noise that chats and group chats have. Another great advantage that Teams and Channels has over chat is that you can control the permissions from the admin section. So if you don't want a particular person to be part of the finance team, you just don't add them to that group, and then they can't see any of the conversations or the files that are part of finance. And then of course there's document sharing. When you create a new team, a SharePoint document library is automatically created. So you can put all the documents, all the files and folders that are related to that team in a nice SharePoint folder, and it will be attached to that team and channel. It just makes things a whole lot easier. So I hope you can now understand why using Teams and Channels is better than chats. I look forward to seeing you again soon.